Well, to me, until the Lakers are put to bed, I'm going to always throw them into any conversation we have about who's winning the Western Conference. They will always be in that conversation because they've got Kobe Bryant and because they've got, if they don't make any moves, because of their length up front and the uniqueness of lineup that they can put out there with Gasol and Bynum and the way those two guys play together. When you look at the Lakers and you're being realistic about the holes they have, to me, when you're playing a more traditional half-court offense with more isolations and more pick and rolls, to not have a point guard that can turn the corner, get in the lane, and create plays for other people to make the game easier, you look at that team and you say that's going to be too tough for Kobe to have to do this offensively to get through 3 7-game series against really good teams and then get to the finals. I think that's why maybe the Lakers don't get enough talk when you're thinking about who's going to come out of the West. But for me, I don't care what other teams. If I always got a 4-team list that I'm talking about, and that to me, when you're talking about contenders, you can't just say 1 or 2 teams. There's 3 or 4 teams in each conference that are contenders to me that you've got to legitimately mention. Maybe not in the East as much, definitely in the West. And the Lakers are always going to be in that category.
And the Clippers, they made the big move, obviously, with Chris Paul, was supposed to go to the Lakers, then goes to the Clippers. They're sitting at 20-11 in the 3 spot right now. Better, worse, or what you expected out of that team?
I think about where I expected. I think that they, of the Western Conference teams, I talked about the Knicks having the most that we haven't seen, the most upside. I think that'd be the Clippers in the West. I think they're just going to get better the longer they play together. I mean, they kind of threw this thing together last minute, too. They didn't have a whole lot of time to play together before the season. Your key guy, Chauncey's out. Now you change your rotation. Chris Paul, being the leader that he is still directing traffic out there. When they start to play together and find that rhythm on both ends, I think they're the team in the West that's got the most that we haven't seen so far.